Good morning to my dear viewers and also the members of the jury. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rashidora Ramu, a Form 3 student from Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Seri Garing. If you don't like to read book, you haven't found the right book, said by J.K. Rowling, the famous author of Harry Potter franchise. This is the one of the quote that indeed encouraged me to find the proper book to arouse my interest in reading. Reading is one of my favorite obsessions. As a result, I will be able to ameliorate my imagination and it will allow me to gain the similar tranquility. Today, I will be focusing on this particular book that really enthralled me. As you can see, the title of this book is It Ends With Us. Ladies and gentlemen, this book is written by Colin Hoover, who is a New York Times best-selling author and published by Simon & Schuster in 2016. It has 290 pages and has sold more than 4 billion copies since its publication. If you are interested in owning one, you may purchase at Shopee with the price hovering in Malaysia at 19. Dear readers, are you ready to get into the story? The story starts with the main protagonist, Lily Bloom, who was thinking about the disastrous eulogy that she delivered to her father's funeral, Andrew Bloom. Dear readers, don't get me wrong. Lily had a very traumatized and ghastly relationship with her father during her childhood. Her father was abusive to her mother. Lily's childhood really terrified me. Her father tried to choke her mother to death, and to the worst, he tried to rape her when they had an argument. After all, when Lily turned 23, she moved to Boston from a little town, Maine, to start her own business as a florist. That's when she met Rael Kincaid, a brilliant, stubborn, even a little arrogant neurosurgeon. Both of them have an equal amount of attraction. Coincidentally, Lily's first love at last Corrigan, who looks like a Greek god, entered her life again. Even though Lily planned to marry Rael, but she still can't forget Atlas, who once was a protector during her childhood. Unfortunately, a 15-minute change her whole perspective of what she thinks about Rael when she had to face his anger issue for the first time. Life became a real question mark for her whether to continue live with a new relationship Rael or patch up with Atlas again. There's no such thing as bad people. We are just people who sometimes do bad things. This quote really touched my heart when I read it. It has a great meaning that relatable with this story. Despite the fact Rael was awful to Lily when he was unconscious, but his intention wasn't to hurt her. It's clear that he couldn't control his anger, and in the end, he became a monster who abused his wife. I learned a lot of lessons from this book. First and foremost, love is all about caring, understanding, patient, and kind. It is never about jealous, boastful, or conceited. It is never rude or selfish. It doesn't take offense, and it's not resentful. Moreover, Lily said that people on this outside of the situation always wonder why this woman goes back to the abuser. I read somewhere that 85% of women return to abusive situation. That was before I realized I was in one, and when I heard the statistic, I thought these women were stupid. I thought they were weak. I thought this thing about my own mother for more than once. But sometimes, the reason women goes back is simply because they're in love. Those things what Lily said, it's very realistic. I picked this book because I would like to voice out about my thoughts about domestic violence in relationships that often say it is a part of love. Dear women, we always should understand that love doesn't require violence. We have to stop domestic violence to avoid our future generation experience the awful side of relationship. That's what Lily did in this story. She divorced her husband Rael after her baby born. She makes sure her daughter doesn't experience the malicious side of her husband. Bravo, Lily! Surprisingly, this story is inspired by the author's childhood lifestyle. At the back of the book, she revealed that her father was one of the abusers. She's very brave and has a lot of courage to do it. In conclusion, overall this book written in a perfect flow and has a very deep meaning in it. I would definitely rate this book 5 stars. I strongly recommend everyone to read this book, especially young readers and women. I hope from today you will find it Ends With Us as alluring as I feel and constantly read it. That's all from me. Thank you for watching this video.